Hello, mini makers. Today we're going to be making a Viking longboat. Sorry, Viking longhouse. Um, so first we're going to start off with a scale here. Doing this all in Blender. A scale. The 32mm model. You scale things. Probably there. Yeah, this works. Probably make it 250 so I can fit on the Let me look at. I use a bamboo 3D printer. So I use a bamboo PS1 P1S. Okay, yeah, I'm setting it to 250 so I can fit. And then I'm bigger. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're just going to probably make this slightly shorter here. And then we're gonna make the roof. And then we're gonna select roof in X-Lay mode, use Alt, and then scale it and everything. We're gonna extrude it. Then we're gonna scale it the X and Y, but not the by hitting and Shift. Oh, before we do that, we're gonna apply scale. Then we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna go down slightly. Okay, so this is where it starts getting a little complicated to get the shape. We're gonna just scale it inward like that. That gets this portion. And then what we're probably gonna do is we're probably gonna do it again and scale this in Y. That. Then that should give us our probably just take here, scale them slightly. Y, file, something. I'm gonna get another edge loop by hitting Ctrl R across the middle portion. Just scale it out. That. That gives the base of our house. That. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and subdivide surface. Blob. Add some edge loops. OR. That. Then I'm just gonna add some here. That's more of the structure that we're looking for our house. Okay, so now there's a couple things. You can add this portion of the house. So to do that, we're just going to just creating a different one. And then we're going to take the cube. Then we're going to just do pretty much the same thing where we can actually just get a line to the middle here, that up. There. That in there. That. And then what we're going to do is take this face and this face, duplicate, separate selection. Going to scale it slightly. That. And then we're just going to solidify it. Adding the solidify modifier. Outside. That. And then we're going to add some posts here. Boss. Outside of the house. That. Slightly. We just rotate it. Boss X. Or X. Like that. Then we can do play out slightly. That. Mirror this. Class house is X, Y. Mention. Then we duplicate that. Rotate it 90 degrees Z dimension. Okay. Get rid of the overlays. Move it out slightly. Make these slightly bigger by doing selecting all with A and then Alt S. Scale them in. Hit Z twice. Scale it to go out to local. Access the GZZ. Okay. So now let's look at how this is starting to look. Now that we've got its general shape. So after you get the hang of doing stuff in Blender, it starts getting kind of fast to make simple stuff. There. Up. Touch. There. Down slightly. Back. Y. Back and so I'm just gonna do the outside of it, but you could also like cut this in half kind of thing. Take this bottom portion. I'll just show you how to top portion here. Hit separate by selection. Now we just have the bottom portion. Right. Then we can separate by selections. Now we have just the top portion here. This interior section here. And then you can just solidify the then you have a playable inside space. I am not doing that. I'm just going to be doing the outside. Okay, there we go. And let's just do that doorway. That doorway, we can... I have box cutters, so I can just draw a shape here. That works. And then I'll also draw slightly. That. Okay. And then just gonna go. So I'm gonna make the roof thatched. Give it a thatched roof. Pretty good. A dark-ish color here. And then I'm going the outside. I'll do. So this is how it's gonna look like slightly later. I think I well one. Then I'm just gonna select all of them on the bottom. The edges of the bottom. And then I'm just gonna bevel the slightly. Yep, I'm just gonna bevel them slightly. I'm just gonna hit food, Alt S. I can do corners. Okay, and E escape, Alt S. Put some here, bottom as well. It has some in. Okay, and now we're just gonna do section now, which this has tile. Is one way to do it. Next, you're gonna okay. Then I'm just gonna select all loose. Or what I'll do, gonna go to hide the go on Facebook. Add all of this. Be left with just the vertices, like these, delete them, unhide everything, and now we have no issue. This is the roof. I'm just gonna and then I will mess with this by itself. So this is tile. So you can do tile by making a course, get over this, rotating and crossing, scaling it, slightly like that. And then we can just do the overlay modifier a bunch of times. And then we can add another overlay modifier and make sure it's going in the negative Z dimension. And then it's going in Y slightly. And then we can just do a bunch of these. And then we can just rotate that slightly across text. I could probably look stops here. And then it does kind of tilt slightly. Just look at this. Again. Down. Again. Like that. If we're 3D printing this, we can kind of then we can just paint these color. So this is how the tiles would look. I spend a little bit more time on them. Just do that along the entire house. And then you get what you want. Kind of thing. But I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make this roof thatched roof. So, apply this. Then we're going to apply scale. And then we're just going to add some dynamic topology because we're going to be using an alpha brush. We add dynamic topology by going to this tool section, increasing resolution with dynamic topology. That could be many vertices. You normally want to start with something low, like 1, 2, and up. I'm just here. I'm gonna do it in the X and the Y. 25. My computer can sculpt an object that has 2 million vertices, just kind of fine. And they can probably do 3, but then I'll start slowing down. It probably slows down at 2. And I won't read law. More like that. So then I'm just gonna import. I'm gonna go to my brush folder, find my thatched roof. Brush. And then I'm gonna go into area plane, front faces only, under brush. Here, under fall off, we're gonna do custom, and then we're gonna delete both of these. Oh, you hit the X. The X delete them until you will get a straight line. And now I'll change the anchored. Now, put a thatched. It look very like a thatched. I'm gonna make sure that dynamic topology is turned off. Reduce the length slightly. That. And do that across the entire house here. So if you want, you could increase the number of vertices closer in, get a nicer design, or a more detailed thatch effect. But I like this. Go with. Now it looks like thatched hay, and it's really big, so it is gonna show up in the 3D printer. Now we just do the same thing for this loop here. Apply going convert, apply scale. Okay. There we go. Now we can go ahead and add that topology here. Or now offer texture tool again. Add we'll also do it to the side. Okay, so that's our thatched roof. And then for this middle portion, you can just go ahead and I don't know what it tiny skull. Probably just leave that as there. Just tiny shield. Oh, what I will do though. Not yet. Couple edge loops in there. That. Level the escape. Now it has a look like wood. Now we can mesh. And if you want, you can add the wood details. Ultimately. By just doing the same thing earlier. Ball sharp. Kind of go down. Back. That wood texture effect. Have to though. Then you could add that effect to the entire house one as well. The only thing I'm just gonna finish off is by adding shield, a cylinder. Rotating. Then I delete the then gonna grid fill to see what I want, and I'll just fill them. That's what. Okay. Now just other one. Weird. Like it missed. Okay, fine. Actually, fitting. That. Bevel these. Kind of looks filled. Gonna just add a chorus here. While having the Taurus selected, shift click on the cylinder. Active. Paste it. Y. That. Subdivide. Outside. This. I like the light blood. Gonna slightly bevel this. Better. There's our sheet. There is our longhouse. It's okay. So that's how you make a Viking longhouse. Can be easily printed. Pretty simple. You can go into further detail if you want, adding lines and this wood grain effect if you want. But I'm really more interested in this here. And it serves as a pretty good line of sight blocker. Okay, well, thank you everybody for watching. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see get made. Comments. If you're watching because you want to learn something, I hope you learned something. And if you're just watching to have fun, I hope you enjoyed your time. Okay, have a nice day.